morning. Just wanted to come and talk to you all about intention. So as far as it relates to meditation, that's kind of how the topic came up for me. I've been encountering a bunch of people who have wanted to start meditation and spending time learning how to meditate or what have you, but they always start with, I can't stop my mind from moving, or I can't focus, and I don't have the time, and a whole bunch of things. So I kind of wanted to share my experience with intention. So that helped along the way with my ability to refocus the mind, still the mind, I guess is most accurate. So I just wanted to share that with you. Just yesterday I was doing a Reiki and chakra healing session with a person, and we were talking about meditation because part of it was a meditation, and to kind of set the tone for her, because the idea of this, I can't settle my mind or still my mind, came up immediately. I said, well, let's set the intention. The intention for meditation is that you're spending this time focused on yourself, stilling your mind, and creating space to just be. So when your mind or a sound does whatever it does, the mind tries to kind of figure out what's going on with the external stimuli, what it means, how it relates to it, the mind. The intention, what's the intention? And the intention is that you're showing yourself love. You're spending time with yourself. You're learning how to be more in tune with your inner guide, your spirit, your connection to God, universe, source, what have you. So as long as you have that intention and that's clear, that can be something that you utilize to help you refocus. Use your intention. If you find that it's gone astray, because generally there's a minimum of 2 components involved in a situation. Let's say for the client yesterday was the intention of sitting and stilling the mind. That's your one variable. To allow the spirit to essentially be. That's the second component. So you have these 2 things going back and forth. If things were to go back and forth, do I think spirit is going back and forth? Yes, I do think that spirit's guiding us closer to its essence. But let's say in that external world, my work before I started, this more spiritual journey, spiritual life is, I had to kind of facilitate different conflicts. Were they conflicts? I guess that's a perspective. Disagreements between supervisors, managers, or what have you. And what I would do for these situations would set the tone. What was the result? Set the tone, set the intention of the actual, let's say, conversation. And that would be thinking about what was the goal I was trying to achieve. The goal was both to have their time to discuss the situation from their perspective and then at the end come together, and they don't necessarily have to agree. Oh, yes, you're right, you're wrong. It's not a right or wrong, it's perspectives, and that's somebody's truth. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just what is what it is for them. So setting the intention, setting the goal for the discussion really sets the tone for the whole experience. And then sometimes we forget along the way what the intention was. So I know for my experience, and I'd like to talk from my experience because, again, it's my perspective. My perspective. So I get up every morning quite early and I meditate. I sit at this window. I'm not facing you all, I'm facing the window. I open the window just slightly to let some of the air in, and I sit here and I meditate. And it's my time that I spend with stilling myself and allowing my spirit to be in. That sets the tone, that sets the intention for my day, to have a peaceful day. It's peace, that state of being that is created when stilling the mind is peace. So that's how I like the tone of my day to go. But then when I get up and I get a phone call or I interact with this person or that person, oftentimes there's a lot of heavy energies that come along with that, and that can disrupt that state of peace, that intention that had previously set for myself. So when I feel myself reacting and not falling in line or following that intention that I had previously set, I do what works for me at the moment, and that might be just give me a second, or I'll call you back, or step away from the conversation and find that peace again. And that can be an affirmation. I have a board right here, so whatever affirmation I wrote down for myself for that day, and whatever following my bliss for that day meant for me that I wrote, I actually would take a picture of it and bring it with me throughout my day, and that reminds me of my intention. And then I go back into the experience to be there fully, and that's allowing that other person, that other entity, that other variable to be there as well, and just be what they are, who they are at that moment, accepting it for exactly what it is, who they are, and relating that back to, the spirit and the mind, setting that intention to just be. I allow the mind to be there. I don't allow it to rule the experience, but to be exactly what it is. It's a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful entity to help creation, but it is not, the spirit, how I identify. So I'll give you one more example before I end with intention, just so you know, it's not specific to meditation. This is throughout life. I've struggled with weight my entire life, and I can recall having various intentions on why I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to lose weight because my parents wanted me to, as a child, as a young person. I wanted to lose weight because I couldn't fit well on the airplane seat, and I had to get the seatbelt extender, and all these external reasons to create a sense of happiness. They were all external reasons. I met a girl or a guy when I was at that point in my life, and I wanted to lose weight because maybe they'd like me more, or I'd feel better about myself. Isn't that most of the time, that's why we're doing something, to feel better about myself. some future made self, but not happy or grateful or thankful for, here, just projecting and not being present. So, those intentions did not lead to substantial change in my life. And I was over 400 pounds. I did lose some weight here and there. It was yo-yoing and what have you, because the intention was not set. It was not, the energy was not consistent. It was, again, for an external reason. It wasn't until the intention became, I like doing this. I like a vegan diet. I like not putting heavy energies into my body, consuming them. Because when I do consume them, a result is not feeling good. A result is gaining weight or what have you. But I eat vegetables. I make better choices consistently because it's something that's in alignment with who I know myself to be, my spirit, my inner being. It fills me. It's healthy for me. It makes me feel good. So my intentions, I no longer weigh myself unless I go to the doctors or what have you. And I used to have the apps on the phone. Sometimes I'll do it here and there if I'm at a lull with the weight loss, just to see, if I need to change something. But it's about a feeling now. I like how I feel when I eat these foods. I don't like how I feel when I eat these foods. So it's all about this intention, and that makes it focused. That makes it me persistent. That makes me, the intention makes me intentional with it. So when I did it for me, not to create happiness, but along the journey, just being happy, that I was at peace where I am now. I still have weight to lose. I've lost over 170 pounds or what have you, but grateful. I acknowledge myself for that progress. But intention sets the tone. So when you're sitting down to meditate, maybe think about your intention. Know that you're going there to spend time with yourself, to connect with your inner being, your true, authentic self. And that experience, however it goes, however it flows, however it moves, is exactly how it's meant to be. So enjoy your meditation. Set your intention for your day, for your life, and be calm and be easy. Be at peace. Be blessed. I see you. No one, I can't see this thing if it's off or on.